It's been a while. Let's pull some tarot about it. I know it has been a while since I've made one of these videos, but I've just been really taking some time for me, some time to regather, some time to refocus. Life just has not went the way I thought it was going to, as it so often does. So I'm really at the end of an era of just like really taking time for me, focusing on me and trying to figure out what I truly want out of life. And in doing that, I just decided that I didn't want any guidance from the tarot for a little bit. Call me crazy, but I just wanted to focus on myself, my thoughts, my guides, what I was praying for, who I was praying for, things like that. But today I have a message. I feel a message. So we're gonna see what it is. The energy of today's reading is you can't be an imposter if you're the original. So why have imposter syndrome? Let's get into it. It seems like over the past little bit, maybe like 3 months specifically, but I would say honestly, just knowing the astrology, it's probably been something that's been an act for like the past 2 years, but specifically over the past 3 months, you've been in this like weird review cycle where all the things that have been misfortunate in the past, you're gaining a new perspective on them, and you're finally understanding why those things happened and why they had to happen to bring you to where you are. And it's weird because a lot of things were terrible. They were very misfortunate. I mean, they were literally the tower, like something that took you from one space into another, things that knocked your feet out from under you, things that destroyed things that you had built on top of false pretenses and things like that. And you probably went through a lot of devastation. But you finally come to this point where you're like, you know what? I wouldn't change any of it because I've seen so many truths. I've learned so many new things. A lot of times we forget that the Hanged Man, it is about like, it can be about feeling stuck. It can be about gaining a new perspective. It can be about like being hung out to dry. But I always read it as like, no matter what it is, you're gaining a new perspective. You're looking at something from a new point of view. And that is very much what this has done, is like, it's not just gaining something from a new perspective or a new point of view, but it's literally showing you truths about things that have been happening this whole time that you did not realize up until now. All of the things that have been holding you back, and God knows there's been a lot of them, you are finally letting go of. And it's things that you thought would be short-term problems, quick solutions, things like that. But no matter how many times you've fixed something or found the solution, it just got like drawn out so much longer than what it had to. And it's been very frustrating, very devastating, very tiring. But you are finally at the point now where you're like letting it go. You have come into your own, and you're specifically tapping into like a feminine energy around being like the boss of your life, around being the center of your life. And I'm feeling like a tunnel vision, like there is like a really select focus that has brought you to where you are now, where all of the things that have happened, you finally have gotten that other perspective, like from the Hanged Man, and you're seeing now so clearly all the things that were hurting you, that were paining you, that have been distracting you up to this point. They've moved out of the way, or actually they haven't. They're still there. You're just seeing right through them. You're seeing past them, and you're seeing the end goal. You're finally at a point where you are in true alignment with yourself, and it doesn't look anything like what you expected it to be. But if you need a confirmation that you are in alignment with yourself, this is it. It was like this whole time your goal was the Emperor, and you kept trying to get to the Emperor, and you kept failing, and things just kept getting in your way and knocking you off your feet. But every single hardship that came your way, you didn't realize it, was keeping you from the Emperor so that you could turn into the Magician. The Magician knows all, sees all, can work with every single suit, can work with every single element. They have all of the tools that they need to gain what it is that they want and to succeed. But the thing about the Magician is that it's like, if you're the Magician versus the Emperor, what your wants, your desires are completely different. I'll give you an example. One of my manifestations, or like one of my mantras, was that I am my family's first billionaire. And I genuinely was like, I'm on the way to being my family's first billionaire, because I had such a thriving career and everything else. And then strikes in the industry and one hardship after another got me down to where I was in a really hard financial space. And I was like, gosh, I'm never going to be my family's first billionaire. And then it clicked. Why would I want to be my family's first billionaire? Why would I want to hoard that wealth? And that was a shift from Emperor mindset to Magician mindset. Why would I want to hoard wealth? I want to be comfortable. I want to be financially stable. I want to be able to help my family, help my friends. I want to be in a good financial space for all of those reasons. But I don't want to be a billionaire because I don't want to hoard that wealth. I don't even want to be a millionaire because I don't want to hoard that wealth. There are so many people out there that need help, and that's why our country is in the place that it's in, is because the rich have hoarded wealth for so long. Why would I want to hoard that wealth? And immediately that manifestation changed, that mantra changed. I'm not my family's first millionaire or billionaire. I'm because I could not hold on to all that money. And that's what the magician is about, is that your focuses shift to something that is more aligned with you and your life goals and what you want out of life. And if you're somebody who's coming across this video and you align with me, chances are you want to help people. You don't want to hurt people like the people in charge have done before. You want to help. And being selfish is good to a certain extent, but whenever it starts hurting other people senselessly, that's when it becomes a problem. And if you have manifestations that would hurt other people senselessly, then, and you're not that person, then you don't align with those manifestations. So the universe has to do a little bit of like a course correcting in order to show you what it is that you align with and what you should be going after. It's almost like you have a trick up your sleeve that is such a good trick, so well hidden that you don't even know what it is. You've been hiding it from yourself. It's like you set up several fishing poles because you went out fishing. You set up several fishing poles, you cast them out, and you paid attention to the ones that you thought would get you a big fish really quickly, and you kept reeling them in, and you ended up having to like literally go to war. You had to like fight to get these fishing rods, reeling them in, and you ended up breaking your rods because you were pulling in fish that were way too big. You were fighting the currents. You were literally just destroying everything that you had trying to catch the big fish. I'm having a lot of realizations as I'm even saying this. Trying to catch the big fish that you thought you could catch really quickly. You cut a lot of corners and everything else. But there's like this one little rod that's an old rod. Maybe it was passed down from like through your family. Your dad or your mom or one of your parents or grandparents, someone gave it to you and you're like, this is an old rod. I'm gonna set it up just for shits and giggles, right? And you set it up, and because you weren't paying attention to it, you completely forgot about it. Maybe that example also rings to your family. Maybe your family, someone in your family that you trust has a trick up their sleeve that they haven't revealed to you yet because they know it will help you in the right time, but they don't want to get your hopes up until they know they can do it. So all that to say though, you forgot about that rod and you left it there. And in a little bit, you're about to start hearing this like weird like shuffling sound and like flopping sound, and you're going to look over, and this rod, this old rinkety rod that you cast out so long ago that you forgot about, is going to have the biggest fish on it. And not just the biggest fish, the best tasting fish, the best quality fish. Sorry if there's any of y'all out there that don't like fishing. I think I just got the fishing metaphor because of this card right here. It's a frog fishing with boats and a whirlpool. But anyways, so this rod is about to catch you the biggest like Hail Mary, the biggest hat trick, the biggest turnaround that you could have ever expected. And it's gonna blow your mind. And it's gonna happen, I would say, even before the end of this year. You're gonna be like, what the hell, whenever it happens. And you were not expecting it. But that's how life works. So just be grateful for it right now. Don't try to figure out what it is. Don't sit here and ponder on it. Just have faith and say, you know what? Okay, Sam said it. I'm going to believe it. Thank you, guides. Thank the guides. I've been doing this thing here recently where I really want something. I'll imagine it happening, and then I just take a deep breath in and I say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it has been working really well for me, even just for my positivity. And so do that right now. Just close your eyes, imagine everything working out, and take a deep breath in and go, thank you, thank you, thank you. The advice for the next little bit is to try to tone in the dramatics. Try not to dig too deeply into your own emotions, into your own psyche. Like, if you feel something, give yourself the chance to feel it, really sit in it, and then just let it go. Don't make a big decision based off of it. Don't try to make a big dramatic situation out of it. Just let it go. Like, give it attention, say, okay, I see this, but then don't act on it right now, because things are still not done being revealed to you. You're going to know more in the near future that's going to sort of complete the situations that you may be facing right now. And also try not to overthink the decisions you're going to make. Right now, you need to be making just very quick, calculated decisions, not very emotion-filled, just very like cut and dry, like either yes, I can do it, or no, I can't, or this is what I'm going to do, or it's that. Try to be very precise and quick. Don't ponder on things too much. Don't look at what's going to bring you the most long-term fruit, because a lot of the decisions that you're making right now, they do matter in the grand scheme of things, but they do not have as big of an impact on the grand scheme of things as what you think. They just need to get you through the current moments, because you have relief coming in the near future. You just need to get through the current moments first. That is all I have for you. If this message aligns with you, it will find you and claim it. If it doesn't align, keep scrolling. It costs $0 to mind your own business. And if you'd like to book a tarot reading with me, you can go to my Etsy store online at Mage Farms, or you can just follow here for more freebies. Have an awesome day.